Hi guys, my name is Lucy Trujillo. I am currently living in Laurinburg, North Carolina. I am originally from the West Coast. I come from a town in Oregon by the name of Nissa. I moved here about three years ago. It was a very last minute decision. However, it was one of the best choices I've ever made.
My name is Carly Holman. I go to St. Andrews University. I'm a junior, and I'm originally from a little town in southern Indiana called Paradise, Indiana. Since I was younger, I had always told my family that I was gonna leave. I think they were kind of curious as to where that idea came from because nobody in our family had ever left. But I had always told them I'm gonna go to LA, I'm gonna go to California, I'm gonna get out of here. I never thought it would be college that got me away. So I think that long-term mindset kind of helped me to not be devastated whenever I did leave home, and miss the town itself, or the environment itself. I really liked experiencing new people and new relationships every day. It was very fulfilling for me.
Hello, I'm Lucy's mom, Angela Trujillo. I am an Oregon native of 52 years. Lived in Nissa 33 years of my life. I just moved here to Rayford, North Carolina. I moved this way just to maybe try something new in my lifetime. Not just because of my girls, but just to find myself and try different things and meet different people in my life.
Hi, I was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I was only there till about second grade, and then I moved to Texas, and that's primarily where I grew up. And then I ended up moving all the way to New York for my first year of college, and then I moved to South Carolina after that to finish my career. I've been away from my hometown for going on, I think probably 6 or 7 years, I think. Being away has influenced me, I think, more as a person, just introduced me to more cultures and different living styles, and especially growing up in such a secluded state, I guess, because Texas is literally like its own country, and if you're in deep enough, it's really hard to get out and to get out of that mindset. So yeah, being away in general was, again, I think the best thing that it could have happened. Otherwise, you just get stuck in Texas norms.
Being in a country town of agriculture, it was just the same people in and out of the same roles of life. My employer too, worked with the same people for many, many years. I never really got to go out and meet different cultures, races. I have to say that I never worked with anyone of color until I moved here to North Carolina. And now that I've met these folks here, it's really opened my eyes to be more open-minded with different people, and just getting to meet them and know where they're coming from, what they've been through in life and still going through even in this day and age. It's just been a really, really neat experience.
I was being exposed to a very different community. The economic situation and the diversity of Laurinburg and St. Andrews is just very different from the community that I came from. It was a dominantly white community, a very economically stable community. It had a lot to do with money. I'm not gonna be I'm being transparent. So it just gave me a very different outlook on the important things in life and what there was to learn, what there was to be gained. And both communities are small, but they have very different ways of functioning. So that was different. To go and find, these new parts of yourself if you're trying to change. And I think coming from a small town and being in a small town and even returning to a small town, there's this pressure to be who you've always been, to, continue with whatever reputation it is that you have created for yourself, even, subconsciously. That's just the nature of things. You grow up with the same people. They know you as a certain person, things that you've said, things that you've done, that creates this, reputation to who you are.
Living in a small town for so many years, I felt like I had to live a certain way. And if I didn't live the way that I was supposed to be living, then I was being judged, and eyes were on me, eyes were on my family. So that has been a big relief in my life.
Recommend going as far away as possible that you're comfortable with. It is the best thing that I've ever done for myself, and I tell everyone that, and I highly recommend going away because you'll learn stuff about yourself that you didn't even know was possible, that would have been hidden by, you know, your hometown norms and things like that. I think it's great to see the world and get around different cultures. I think it makes you a better person.
And don't let anyone make you feel like there is pressure to be who you've always been. It's okay to find things about yourself that you want to change, or maybe things about yourself that you don't like, and to allow yourself to transform out of those, to grow out of those.
I think this time in my life now at 52, I feel like it was time for me to do those things that I never got a chance to, especially after seeing my daughters taking that leap of, you know, faith, as they say. I think it's never too late to try to make a change or discover yourself as a person. That you don't have to stay the same always just because you're raised that way or being taught to think a certain way. There's always room for change.
I don't think I ever really knew who I was. You know, if I was standing alone, if I were to leave and go somewhere, would I be able to stand for all the same things? If I hadn't left there, I don't think that I would ever have been able to say I'm confident that I could go anywhere and know who I am. But coming here, it kind of forced me to you know, start with like a clean sheet of paper and figure out, you know, what are you going to put there? What are you going to fill this with? You know, what is your center going to be? What are you going to, what's going to make your personhood? I think that's what, I don't think I would have found that if I wouldn't have left and started from the bottom.
I do not plan on returning to my hometown. I really enjoy it. I think it's great. Would I be completely opposed to it? No, but I don't think I would ever intentionally plan to go back and stay there.
I don't think returning there, maybe at some point in my life to spend time with my family. I've thought about, you know, like when my grandma ages, if I want to be around for things like that. I don't want to miss out on everything, you know, if my sister has kids, my siblings. But I think I kind of want to stay on this pattern of finding new things for myself and continuing to grow.
After moving here, I feel that if I was to move somewhere, it probably wouldn't be back to my hometown. I think it would be another wild hair and move somewhere different and just keep growing as a person.
When I had the opportunity to leave home and experience a new environment, it allowed me to find new people who had different mindsets, different perspectives that I could learn from, people that, you know, welcomed me and enjoyed my presence, and they liked our differences. And I think that if anyone has the opportunity to leave their hometown, they should definitely take advantage, whether if it's for college, for a job, vacation, you know, just try something new to gain another, you know, understanding, to grow, to change, to just be happy, you know.